Happy Tuesday. I normally say happy Wednesday. How is everybody today? I actually finally finished our island of New Leaf, based on New Leaf. So I thought we'd quickly tour it today before the update on Thursday. So who's excited for that? Because I'm really excited. Let's put some music on. So as you can see, I'm in my OG Island of Mist. I don't really want to update this one at the moment, so we will see. I'm not sure which island I'll be using Thursday, whether we'll be having a look on New Leaf, or I think I might have a look on my winter island that I started. But I might want to restart. Who knows? Because it's all... We don't know what to expect, do we? So let me just type in the dream address into the chat. And then if anybody wants to come along, they can come along. I actually kind of want to start another one, but I want to see what the update's all about first. And I'll pin that to the chat. There we go. So let's get into bed. I decided to do one based on New Leaf. It's loosely based. It's got Main Street. It's got some of the characters that we had in New Leaf. So it's loosely based. It hasn't got many public work projects, but we'll have to wait and see. Should I get some sleep? Yeah, I want to sleep. Welcome, welcome. The binary fields are teeming with beautiful dreams. How may I be of assistance? I want to dream. Then I shall connect you to the internet to initialize a dream download. I miss New Leaf. I miss the going on dreams. And you used to go under the covers before you used to go to sleep. So let me type it in. It's 6582 636485. Oh, I'm typing it with the thing. Hang on. 6582. 8. Oh my goodness. 82636485 and then 15. One moment whilst I browse the library of dreams. It is correct. Splendid. Everything is now sorted. Please close your eyes and relax. Drift and compile the emerge of a dream of New Leaf. I think you'll be shocked to know that I haven't got a coffee either today. I've got a glass of water. I haven't got my camera on today because I look like a sheep because it's been raining. But I'm going to have a lovely shower after. Open your eyes. You are now in a deep slumber, dreaming peacefully of an island named New Leaf. When you wish to awaken from this dream, you need only lie down in the bed. I will take care of the rest. And with that, may your dream of New Leaf be a sweet one. So, New Leaf is actually, you can see from the map, based on New Leaf. And it's set early September, no, middle of October. I've left a couple of gifts, and I think we'll go to the airport first, and we will start the tour from the airport. Oh, and there's me. Let me just say hello. Welcome. So here's the airport. We had an orange airport. I didn't mind, to be fair, what airport we had, because obviously we don't get an airport in New Leaf. We have a train station, and here's our map. And there's me, and we've got Boots and Cat were our starters, and I've kept them. And then we went villager hunting, and we found Freckles, Lily, Sheldon, Dina, Kiki I scanned in, Butch I scanned in, Elmer and Teddy, and we did have a little koala at one point, but I think I swapped him out for Butch. So Butch and Kiki live up on Main Street. Butch is in replace of Kix, and Kiki is running the post office, and Freckles runs Reese and Cyrus's shop, or Reese's shop, when she was a businesswoman. So yeah. So I think we will go up the path. So obviously you can see I didn't fill every single space, and I did use obviously some wheat fields. I used the decayed trees, as in New Leaf we had special fruit, and when you shook them so many times you ended up with a special, similar to a decayed tree, not quite as pretty. And in New Leaf we had Stonehenge, and we also had the rocks like we do now. Oh, look at Boots in his horrible top. So I left them where they were. We did have Resetti that we could get as a public works, and you used to be able to go and see him after it had been raining after 8 o'clock. So I put him down, and we had a lot of benches and lampposts. But I'm gonna go, we're gonna go see the town tree. So this is my version of the town tree. Extremely huge tree. And obviously we didn't have a bench. We used to be able to sit on the wall when it grew. But I thought that was kind of nice. Nice idea. And we used to have Red come to visit, and Katrina come to visit, and different things going on. Oh. Let me see if I can get this soft. That's what I was after to take a photo. Oh. Where's soft? Let's see. Oh. And there's me just come past. And then this is a little part of the beach. I did just put a few coconuts, trees and some flowers, because I didn't really have a lot. We also had a lighthouse in New Leaf. So So I'll put down the lighthouse, and then we'll go down this beach first. Very similar, but we used to have, I can't read it, but we used to have him, I can't remember his name now. He used to come and give you a badge after you'd done certain things, and obviously in City Folk you could go and get a balloon, so I decided to put the balloons for him. And then the beach is very simple, because obviously you couldn't used to walk up here. You would only have beaches on two sides, but I just made it very simple, and I did decorate the peninsula, which we didn't have in New Leaf. Very simply done. And I decorated all the cliffs and filled them in. So you can see we used to have one cliff down the side and just round the back of the museum. And then obviously we did have a dock where we could go to Tortimer Island to catch our bugs, so I did put a little lamppost. That is for our little basket that we used to have when we used to do our bug hunting to make money, and you went to Tortimer Island for tours, and you could win little tickets to get items as well. You used to empty your little basket when you come back and sell all your bugs for lots of money. And obviously this picture of Tortimer. Oh, and here's Cat. I don't know you, right? Well, I guess I know you now, but a minute ago I'm not so sure, bestie. So hi. I'm not sure who's going to be crafting then. We'll find out. And then obviously we had ponds and flowers. And we used to use the bamboo and chop it for little fences. This is where Boots lives. This is his little area. We used to have special tree stumps, but obviously we don't get those. So we've got some log stools dotted around. And then we used to have the fence. And a lot of us used to put down codes to put our turnips on. And we did have the scarecrow item. And then obviously we had the log, the fallen log, we used to have that. And then this is my house. And I've kind of done it similar to how I used to have my house. We can go in. I have decorated it. Some of it.
I'm Linda, proud mum of Team GB's Emily Campbell. I know from watching my...
So obviously I've used the items that we have. Just a cosy sitting room, and we used to have Nintendogs as well, so I've put a dog in here. Some of the rooms I've blocked off because in New Leaf you could actually choose, once you got your main room, you could choose which room you wanted to upgrade, so you didn't have to automatically go back, left, right, etc, etc. You could choose where you wanted it, so I never ever chose the back room. And then we've got a little old-fashioned kitchen over here. I quite like the old-fashioned items. We did have jars in New Leaf. We did have a fire, not quite the same as this. We had a wood burning stove, so I like to think that she can use that to cook. And we did get a pizza oven in New Leaf with the upgrades, or you could use the special RV campers to get one. So that's my little kitchen. And then the back room and the right room are blocked off, and then go upstairs. And this is my bedroom. I was going to make it like very small, but in the end I decided to make it a different shape for a change. So it's got a nice cozy bed, somewhere to sit and read, listen to the radio, somewhere to get ready in the morning, very important, a little chair. And then I did do the basement. I just made it like a little fun, relaxing, cozy spot. So we got a lot of teddies in here, and this is where we just relax and chill. And the reason we've got a lot of teddies, because when I started this island, every balloon I shot at the sky, I got teddies. So I thought it was nice to incorporate them in here. And I'll be pretending, you know, because obviously we in the basement, that we've got windows. Very cozy. Let's see if we can. Should we take a photo? Cute. So obviously I did HHP for this. But I needed to because, like I said, we've got Reese and Cyrus. This is where Sheldon lives. Sadly, he's not in. I've tried to do the houses different, but to blend in as well, because each one in New Leaf was different. And this is Kat's house. And we've seen her. We saw her walking around. I think we'll go down here. This was where Resetti was. So this is where, hopefully, Reese and Cyrus is. And this is Freckles' house. So we did used to have pink walls, dark floor, and then blue old, I don't know what you call them, like pallets really, to put items on to sell. So I put a mixture on to sell, and then I've done a little area over there for Reese, for Cyrus, because you used to have to wake him up. I think you had to play a certain amount of days, and then he would customise items for you. And then because it's Freckles, I did give her a little tiny cosy area in the back after she spent all that time running the shop. Oh yay, I was hoping someone would visit Ducky. I got so bored waiting I almost drifted off to sleep. But like falling asleep in a dream is just too weird. It is a bit really, isn't it? So that's Reese and Cyrus. And I put their pictures on the wall as well as outside. Take a sip of more water. And Reese and Cyrus was always by a pond. So obviously I did a pond. And then if we go through here, this is our town hall, and I just surrounded it by trees and nature. come down here, we come to Teddy's house. Oh, he appears to be in. We used to have the hammock. Like I said, we used to be able to chop the trees and get like special stumps. And we used to use the bamboo. And there was like a little hack you could put out insects in cages or whatever you wanted. And this is Teddy. Hey, always nice to have a visitor, even this is a dream. Stick around for a while, bestie. I first met Teddy on New Leaf. I thought he was very cuddly and cosy. I haven't got my bestie on this one. Mr. Static. And then obviously this takes you to another beach. I put a quick nod to Jack because obviously he comes to visit. Very simple again. And then we used to have Katrina, so obviously this is a nod to her tent that we used to get in the plaza, and then we did get an upgrade in Main Street after so many visits. Like I said, very simple beach. You can walk around. And then through here we used to have a fountain, so I put a fountain. And then this is my little police station. And I always used to choose a rustic one. And there was always a pitfall seed in there, and there was always something and you didn't know what it was. Apparently that's Luna's photo. There you go. And Booker and Copper. I always used to have Copper because he was always the one in the wooden one. You walk down here, we used to have one of these. Get yourself a drink. And then this is Lily's house. Oh, she's in today. And as being as she's a frog, I thought I'll build her a little pond. Put her another bench. We used to have a yellow bench. And I think there was a white bench. And like an iron garden type bench. Oh, she's here. I just have loving company. It's a nice way to mix things up every once in a while, Toadie. Please stay as long as you like. She's very welcome. I decided I wanted to give her a bath. You know, she's a frog. Obviously, she can't really get in it. Don't tell her. Give her a little fish friend. And the tea over there with the cakes and the sandwiches. We used to have that one. That was a sought after item in New Leaf. And that was one of the first gifts I'll give her, so I left that in her house. And carry on walking. And then we've got to go through here. Past Stonehenge. Past Reese and Cyrus. Over the bridge. And then we'll come to our campsite. This was another item we had, the bonfire. And a lot of us used to chop the trees to make little seats. And we've got a campsite villager. I can tell you who it is if people are interested. Because it's one of the movers I've got out for my the island. And if you can see at the sides, I mean, I've really worked hard on these cliffs. And I don't really know why, because you can't see them, but I did. Fill them all in. And this is part of the train tracks. Oh, Dina's out and about. I don't think we've met before. How wonderful. I love seeing new faces here on New Leaf. I hope you enjoy yourself during your stay. Maybe we'll run into each other. Woo. So obviously got the train tracks, and then I'll just put the cave to stop it. I think it sort of went curved through so you couldn't see where it went. And then this is our train. There's little passengers on the train. Oh, and there's Elma. Let's speak to Elma. What's going on now? Have we met? More importantly, where's my pillow? And then I did a little picnic, simple picnic. We used to have a picnic blanket thing that we could have purchase. So I dropped an apple because we didn't have much, and I did put pillow. And then this is Elma's house. All the houses have been customised. I did, put a few burning leaves outside Elma's for some reason, and some leaf piles. Maybe we should take a picture here. Oh, we're going to have Elma in the picture as well. That's fine, it is kind of cute. And walk along here. That would lead you, we used to have the wisteria trellis. That will take you up to Main Street. Down here is the train station. I used to come out, and Porter used to be in there. When you first started, if you haven't got any furniture with drawers or doors, such as a wardrobe or a chest of drawers, there used to be a locker in there, and you could store your items in there. Because in New Leaf, they had a habit of the villagers of saying they could magically see in your pockets and want whatever was in your pockets. This is Dina's house. I didn't do her a pond, even though she's a duck, because she lives right by the river. And obviously that's behind the police station. And then in New Leaf, the train track would go literally over the water with a similar bridge to this. Obviously I can't do that, so that's to show that that's where it went. And then we've just got a bit of a little bit of a beach. For some reason, cat's staring at the cliff. Interesting choice. Aren't villagers funny? It's like you put benches down, they'll sit on the floor. I don't think I've ever seen a villager sit here. Let's see if I can get a nice picture. Cute. And then we used to have barriers come down. Sometimes you'd be running up to go up to Main Street when the barriers had come down, because you've got to get to Nook's Cranny before it's sold. So down here, this is the post office. Kiki runs the post office. We'll go in there in a minute. I did put a little bit outside. So obviously we've got Pete, Phyllis and Pelly. Phyllis was like quite angry when you used to go in on an evening, but unlike New Horizons, we could have order more than 5 items a day, which used to be nice, and we'd have deliveries at 9 in the morning, at 5 at night, and you'd see Pete flying. This is like Nook's. You get Lyle. You come and check your house, make sure it was okay, and give you points. And then obviously when we had Happy Home Paradise, Lottie would come And then down here we've got the nightclub, the Dr. Shrunk, and then we've got DJ KK. And there was always gyroids in there. In the daytime you could go and speak to Dr. Shrunk and give him something to eat, such as some of your fruit that you grew, and he would tell you a joke, which give you like little mini reactions. And then DJ KK was there on an evening, and there was always gyroids, and you could actually swap the gyroids out. And then there's the Dream Suite with Luna. And then you used to have to take your photo, so I just put the camera out. And then the little bench where you would view, actually this would be just sea, and you would look out to sea. Let's see. Yeah. And like I said, you could have Katrina as well. So let's go in the post office. One of them is going to be crafting, I think. Well, it's not Kiki. So this is the post office. You always used to have your ABD here. There was always a plant. There was always some pens on the desk and the little scales. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you are trying to talk to me and I've got my head in the clouds. I wonder if this is what folks mean when they say they feel like they're living in a dream. And then obviously I made it so it looks like a post office. Tried to do similar colours because it was yellow and blue inside. And then because I'm like me, I did do a little area for her to go to sleep, sit down, have a cuppa, you know. And I put some parcels. And then on the last day when I was decorating, I actually got the safe, so I'll put that in the back. And I've put Pete, Pelly and Phyllis on the wall, and I put a little postmaster's cap, because I did notice in New Leaf there was a little postmaster's cap. So yeah. And then this was where we used to do street paths, and Digby used to stand here, and you used to take your DS out, leave it on with your, I don't know whether it was Wi-Fi then, but you'd leave it on, and if somebody else passed you, you could go through here, he'd take you up, and there'd be houses, and you could see other people's houses from different places, and you could go in the houses and you could order items, when you could see what they designed like. So that used to be a cool thing. And then obviously this is self-explanatory. This is Nook's Cranny, and there used to be, I think it was 4 or 5 upgrades. And I do remember TNT Mart had the trolleys, so I did put the trolleys outside here. And then this is Leaf's little garden shed. I used to like his little garden shed, and he was a happy little boy. So I put some little plants out. And then all these were locked. He only had like the very basic Nook's Cranny and Abel Sisters. And then Harriet came along, you unlocked her, and she had the hairdressers. So you used to have to go up the stairs to her, to Shampoodle. And then we had Gracie Grace. She would come along and want to do, very similar to the Belle, do fashion things with you. But some of them were very way out. And you could get exclusive items. And then obviously this is the Abel Sisters. And then you'd eventually be able to unlock the sewing machine, which you could scan in your QR codes. So we've got Mabel, Sable and Label. And then we used to have Kicks. We had to unlock Kicks as well. So this is Kicks' house or shop. But I bet somebody's crafting in this one. Oh no! I wonder who's crafting then. I haven't seen anybody craft. Oh, I feel as if I've missed somebody. But this is Kicks, obviously. Lots of shoes. Some socks. I did take a liberty. I put a wallet and a bag because he didn't sell those. And I thought he deserved some coffee. And the reason he's got a hamster is because when Butch moved in, it was his birthday and I gave him a hamster. So I thought he would like that. And then he's got obviously a little bed, a little chair, cozy chair. And then there's Kicks' picture up on the wall. So yeah, so this is Kicks. We got some nice shiny shoes. Well, if you ain't another dreamer stopping by, gotta say I'm feeling quite popular. Oof. And we carry on a little bit longer, and then we come to the museum. So I can't really fathom why Boots is out because he was the one that was actually crafting. But yeah, so obviously I put Brewster and Brewster's photo in New Leaf. You could build a cafe and it was a separate building. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't, depending on what type of town I went for. And then obviously we got Blathers, and then I've got Celeste in Wild World. She had an observatory, which I kind of miss. In New Leaf, she just had the second floor, sold a few things, and you could open 4 rooms. They used to say it was for display, but basically it was like extra storage. You could decorate the rooms if you wanted. So I did a little chair for her and the telescope. And then that's like the filler of the cliffs. Like I said, I filled them in really well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how this has come out. I think I want to take another photo. Let's. I don't really want Boots in it. That was the bane of my life, him wearing that top. And I bought him, I don't know how many. And when I set the dream address, he wasn't wearing that. Obviously, I took a bit of liberty, you know. Let's do a little. Oh, too far up. Taking the photo. Let's see if I can run through the leaves. Cute. So back down we go. Obviously there wasn't flowers. I couldn't believe how much room this actually took. I can't see anybody in. Is Sheldon in? No, he's not in. The cat's not in because we've seen her. I haven't actually seen Sheldon walking around. Oh, and this was another item that we used to get. The stone. And I used to usually put it by my house and put little flowers around it. And obviously you could put gyroids down, so I'd decorate with gyroids as well. Maybe that would be a nice photo. Let me. I don't think I want to be in this one. It's cute. But no, he's not in. Teddy already, I gave him the crafting bench. But he wasn't crafting, so maybe it's him. Oh, he's Sheldon. He's looking at me, Seti. Have I seen you doing a little archery around here before? No? Well, it's never too late to start. Welcome to the island, Cardios. Cat's hiding. But yeah, that's my island. It's kind of nice area as well. So yeah, well, I'm going to leave you at the town tree and say thank you for watching, and thank you for being here, and I will see you soon. I'm really looking forward to the update. Thank you all for watching. Have a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I will see you all soon. Bye.